Hello and welcome to PMDD with C. How are you? I hope you're okay. So I'm back here advocating for the PMDD community, and I've recently discovered that there is a subreddit for PMDD partners, which is really cool. So I'm single at the moment, so this doesn't apply to me, but for everybody else out there who may have a partner who might be also struggling with the concept of PMDD, this is a really good forum for them to air their views and thoughts and questions. So in this video, there's a new background. I promise I'll start getting a bit more professional in my setup, but at the moment I am on a PMDD buzz and I just want to make as many videos for you as possible. So I'm not worrying about quality at the moment, which you should on YouTube. Anyway, I'm rambling. So I thought in this video I'd read out one of the posts from the Reddit PMDD partners thread, and it may resonate with you, and it's just, it's very interesting. So sit back, relax, and let's get into it. I've been with my girlfriend for a little over a year, and she was diagnosed as having PMDD about a year and a half ago. For 3 weeks of the month, I, for the most part, try to avoid any altercation, have to never be seen or heard. Otherwise, I get attacked for existing. There are some typos in this. I'll try and make it make sense for you. The other day I came back from work. She works from home, so she was on a meeting in the living room. There was a light on the stairs behind her desk. She and our roommate leave lights on all the time, so I turned it off on my way upstairs, not thinking anything of it. The second I came back downstairs, she's yelling at me that I pissed her off and I don't care about her job or her at all. At this point, I still don't even know what I did. Turns out she was using that light for lighting herself during her call. I had no clue and I apologised immediately, but that wasn't enough. She kept rambling on about her using the light and that I make too much noise when she's working. I again apologised, but apologies are never enough otherwise. That was the start of her time of the month, and it's literally taken a nosedive since then. 3 days ago, there's been disagreements, I don't want to use the word fight, about just anything. I honestly don't know what to do. I love this woman and I want to be with her, but god damn it, I can't deal with being attacked 273 days, give or take 2 or 3 days of the year for the rest of my life. I don't have any friends of my own, so I have no one to vent to, and I haven't been to therapy since before this started. I feel like the only person that could help the situation to get better is her, but I'm not getting any help from her for it. I get these death stares anytime I come around her. She says things that she knows will hurt me, but will act as if it's normal conversation. Our sex life has dwindled down to once a month and just feels like it's only to hold me over until she's ovulating again. I've made mistakes. I can and I will admit that. Those mistakes have turned into cardinal sins. We can never talk about the mistake and move on. It has to be brought up aggressively when I upset her. When she's like this, everything I do irritates her. She's actually just said this yesterday. I know that's not truly how she feels because she's amazing. I need some kind of help. What am I doing wrong? I do a lot of the cleaning around the house. I make sure she gets up for work on time. I practically will do anything if she asks me to. My girlfriend has PMDD and I mentally can't deal with it. Wow, okay, so that's pretty powerful stuff, and I'm sure a lot of partners can relate to that. So I just thought that would be a really interesting thing to discuss here. So everyone who suffers from PMDD, what advice can you give to this person? Let us know in the comments and then we can discuss it. And this person said, it makes me feel better to know that I'm not alone in this and I'm not the only one seeking assistance. I'm happy my story could help someone else feel better. Someone said, why do you continue to stay in this relationship? What does it bring to your life? Does she take responsibility for her behaviour? Does she apologise for it? Does she try anything to manage it, to mitigate it? This might be controversial coming up. PMD is her condition and thus it's her responsibility to deal with. You play zero role in it. let's discuss this in a minute. None, yes, you can make things worse if you yell at her or get aggressive in response to her behaviour, and I would advise not doing any of that, but it's your responsibility to make things, it's not your responsibility to make things better for her or mitigate its effects. Let's discuss this question. So this person states that PMD is her condition and thus it's her responsibility to deal with. It's very hard when you're in a relationship or a dynamic where there's other people around you constantly, because it doesn't just become your condition, does it? It becomes everyone else's problem almost, doesn't it? Because the way PMD makes you react to relationships is just really unmanageable sometimes, isn't it? So interesting. What would you say to this person? What advice would you give if I was in his position? And I would try and talk to my partner about it and try and both come to a solution and a game plan of how to try and manage the symptoms, and obviously go and seek medical advice, because it's obviously putting a strain on the relationship, and investigating if therapy could help as well. We don't know if they've tried to go to therapy or spoken to a doctor or whatnot, but I just thought that was a really interesting thing to highlight coming from the partner's perspective. And yeah, let me know your thoughts on that, and I will be back soon with more videos about PMDD, the beast. Goodbye.